Hey folks, it's Brendan from Heartbreaker Guitars, and we are at NAMM 2017 with legendary luthier Mr. George Lowden, and we're at the Lowden booth. George, thanks for meeting with us today.
That's no problem. It's great to be here from Ireland, and you know, I'm still a bit jet lagged, but I'm getting there. You know.
So, how's your show going?
Well, it's been going great so far. It's always busy at NAMM, but this year just seemed to have constant players coming through, trying the guitars, and especially the new models. And then I always listen very carefully to what they say. I find this a great source of inspiration, really. When I go back home again, I can start designing new guitars or maybe adjust the designs of the existing ones. So it's great for me.
So is there anything new at the NAMM Show for Lowden Guitars this year?
Well, there's one or two things new. First of all, there's number 20,000. So this...
Get a shot of that, JP?
So this is number 20,000. African Blackwoods back and sides with a very special inlay done by Larry Robinson for me. It's called the Genesis guitar. So all the inlay is depicting the story of Genesis. So it's the story of creation in its 6 phases, starting off with the Big Bang and ending up with man and woman and everything in between. And he's used gold, he's used silver, he's used copper, all kinds of shell and dyed woods, and it's just a gorgeous piece of art. But my main thing with this guitar was to make it sound as good as I could make a guitar sound. So I chose the woods very carefully, and I voiced it myself, and I put it together myself, and I think the result is spectacular. So this is a one-off, but we also have some new models that are not one-offs, but this is special.
It's a spectacular guitar. What are the new models?
Well, first of all, we've got the baritone fan fret, which everybody seems to be really loving. I mean, a baritone on its own is quite hard to play, but a baritone fan fret is slightly easier to play because of the natural way the frets flow, meaning that your hand kind of follows the direction of the frets more naturally. So everybody really loves that, and of course it makes the bass string length even longer than on a normal baritone. So it's, in my mind, it's a very exceptional model, and everybody that's played it seems to love it. Then we also have a wee fan fret, which I'm not sure that we've had that before, certainly not at the NAMM Show. So again, with the wee Lowden being so small and the scale length being quite short, to make a fan fret where the bass string length is lengthened with a small guitar makes a lot of sense, because you get that deeper sound than you would really expect from a small guitar, as small as the wee Lowden anyway.
Well, I'll tell you what, we are huge fans, as you know, so thank you for everything you do, and thank you for taking the time to talk to us, and we'll see you around the show.
Yes, indeed, and thanks very much for representing us in Vegas. We really appreciate your shop. You know, it's the guitars that you carry of ours are at the top of our range, and we just love that we can send somebody there to see them. So thank you.
Well, we're happy to do it, and we get lots of requests for George Lowden guitars around Heartbreaker. So anyway, it's Brendan from Heartbreaker Guitars signing off. 2017 NAMM.
There we go.
All right. Thanks.
Thank you. You're really good at that.